Welcome all. My name is Assistant Professor Milan Patel, ME Electrical Power System from the Electrical Engineering Department of Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Today we will discuss DC armature winding, chapter number 3 from the subject Elements of Electrical Design having a subject code 31609118. Now today's flow of contents for this video lectures: dummy coils in wave winding, equalizer connection in lap winding, comparison of lap and wave winding. From this video lecture, we will cover GTU questions. First, give comparison of simplex lap and simplex wave winding, which was asked in May-June 2012. Second question is, what do you mean by dummy coils? What is its applications? Also explain the use of equalizer connections in DC armature winding, which was asked in June 2011. So, exam point of view, this is the most IMP questions, and the first question asked for 4 marks, and this is asked for 7 marks. So again, most IMP topic, dummy coil in wave winding. So it may be asked in a GTU examination for 3 marks or 4 marks. So in case of wave winding, sometimes with certain number of coils, it will not be possible to satisfy the equation of winding pitch Y is equal to 2C plus or minus 2 divided by P by 2 to have an even integer. So અમુક વાર એવું થાય છે કે વેવ વાઇન્ડિંગ ડિઝાઇન કરતી વખતે જો વાઇન્ડિંગ પીચ y ઇઝ ઇક્વલ ટુ 2c પ્લસ ઓર માઇનસ 2 ડિવાઇડેડ બાય p બાય 2 ઇક્વેશનનો આન્સર જો ઇવન ઇન્ટીજર નહીં આવે, જો પોસિબલ ના હોય તો આપણે ડમી કોઇલ વેવ વાઇન્ડિંગમાં પ્લેસ કરવી પડે છે. સો this may happen when an armature of standard stampings is to be wound in windings, but the number of slots does not fulfill the condition of wave winding. So instead of leaving any slot vacant, an extra coil is inserted into it. This additional coil is known as dummy coil, and this coil is similar to the other coils except it is or its end is tapped, or its ends are not connected to the armature winding, so they are open circuited. So જ્યારે પણ આ ઇક્વેશન સેટિસ્ફાઈ નહીં થાય, મીન્સ કે ઇવન ઇન્ટીજર આપણને ના મળે, ત્યારે આપણે એક કોઇલ સેમ આર્મેચર વાઇન્ડિંગમાં કોઇલ પ્લેસ કરવામાં આવે છે, અને એ પ્લેસ કરવામાં આવે છે મીન્સ એનું કનેક્શન આર્મેચર સાથે કરવામાં આવતું નથી, એને ઓપન સર્કિટેડ જ રહેવા દેવામાં આવે છે, એટલે એનર્જી કન્વર્ઝનમાં પાર્ટિસિપેટ થશે નહીં. અને જે બી ઈએમએફ ઇન્ડ્યુસ થશે કે જે બી ફોર્સ પ્રોડ્યુસ થશે મોટરના કેસમાં, તો ત્યારે આ ડમી કોઇલ એનો કોઈ ભાગ ભજવશે નહીં, મીન્સ કે એનો કોઈ રોલ હશે નહીં. So dummy coil is only for the mechanical balancing purpose of the rotor. Mechanical balancing purpose of the rotor. So now this coil is not connected to commutator, but it is used to provide mechanical balance to the armature. So it will not affect the electrical characteristics of the wave winding. So dummy coil is not affect the electrical properties of the winding. So now let's consider one example. First, for 4 pole 25 slots, 2 coil sides per slot. So first of all, we have to find total number of coils. C is equal to 25, because we know that each slot have 2 coil sides per slot. So એક સ્લોટમાં 2 કંડક્ટર હોય છે. That's why we can say that the number of coils C is equal to 25 from this given data. Now commutator pitch YC is equal to C plus or minus 1 divided by P by 2. C plus or minus 1 by P by 2, because we know that the YC is equal to Y by 2, and the equation of Y is equal to 2C plus or minus 2 divided by 2. 2C plus or minus 2 divided by P by 2. So yc is equal to y by 2, y by 2. So this 2c and 2 cancel out. So our equation will be like this: c plus or minus 1 divided by p by 2. So put the value of c 25 plus or minus 1 divided by 4 by 2. So our answer will be like this: 13 or 12. So both are integer, both are integer. So here yc is an integer, therefore there is no dummy coil is required and it is a symmetrical winding. Now second example, 4 pole, 14 slots, 2 conductor per slots. Now put total number of coils C is equal to 14. Commutator pitch YC is equal to C plus or minus 1 divided by P by 2. So 14 plus or minus 1 divided by 4 by 2. So our answer will be like this: 7.5 or 6.5. Both the YCs are not an integer. So there is one dummy coil in this winding. So we have to put one dummy coil and make only active coils is equal to 13. આપણી પાસે ટોટલ 14 નંબર ઓફ કોઇલ્સ હતી, એમાંથી આપણે ઓનલી 13 ને કનેક્શન પ્રોવાઈડ કરશું, બાકીની એક કોઇલને એઝ અ ડમી કોઇલ કન્સિડર કરશું. So now put the value of coils is equal to 13 plus or minus 1 divided by 4 by 2. So our answer will be like this: 7 or 6. So this winding is unsymmetrical. This winding is unsymmetrical because one coil is dummy coil. That's why it is a unsymmetrical winding. So this is the dummy coil which is used in wave winding. Now another IMP question from this topic is equalizer connections in lap winding. Equalizer connections in lap winding. So in case of simplex lap winding, there are many parallel paths. A is equal to P number of poles. We know that in wave winding only 2 parallel paths are there for any kind of arrangement. Same for lap winding, the number of parallel paths is equal to number of poles. So as the number of poles increases, the number of parallel paths also increases. So if the flux produced by all the poles is equal, the EMF induced in all parallel paths will be equal. Suppose the flux produced by the each poles are same, then all the conductor induced EMF in conductors are same. But practically it is not possible to have one equal flux from each pole because practically it is not possible to have equal flux from the each pole because first reason is that variation in reluctance S of the iron part. So in motor or generator, the variation of reluctance is there in the iron part due to the mechanical construction. Second one is non-uniform air gap under various poles. So there are non-uniform air gap between the various poles. Third one is variation in field ampere turns on pole. So variation in field ampere turns means MMF on the pole. Ampere turns means MMF, magnetomotive force. Fourth one is arrangement of brushes on the commutator may not be symmetrical. So arrangement of brushes on the commutator may not be symmetrical. So one reason is the unsymmetrical arrangement of the brushes on the commutator. Now this is the main reason behind the using equalizer connection. So now due to unequal flux production of different poles, the EMF induced in parallel paths will be unequal and this will cause a circulating currents to flow through the winding. Okay, for number of parallel paths, if unequal flux, unequal EMF will induce in each path, so the circulating current may be circulate in the all the parallel paths. So this is the harmful for the sparking at the brushes commutator and voltage drop across the brush commutator will occur due to this Therefore, copper losses will increase. The circulating current is cause the extra copper loss. Now, commutation problem also occur. Commutation problem also occur at the commutator and brush. Overheating and sparking at the commutator occurs. The equalizer connections are nothing but very low resistance copper rings and are used to equalize the potential of all the conductors. So the main use of the equalizer connection is for the equalize the potential of the all conductors, all parallel paths. So equalizer connections are used for equalize the potential at all the parallel paths. For equalizer ring used, the winding must be symmetrical, means number of slots and the commutator segments should be multiple of the pole pairs. So for using equalizer ring, the winding must be symmetrical, means number of slots and the commutator segments should be multiple of the pole pairs. Should be multiple of the pole pairs. In case of wave winding, only two parallel paths are there, so no need of equalizer rings in it. So this is a short question for Viva. Why equalizer connection is not used in a wave winding? So the answer is that in case of wave winding, only two parallel paths are there, so no need of equalizer rings in it. Now, following equation are used to provide equalizer in lap winding. So first equation for equalizer connections are equipotential pitch, Y equivalent. So the equation for Y equivalent is total number of coils divided by pole pairs. So total number of coils denoted by capital C divided by pole pairs means total number of poles P divided by 2 means P by 2. So our equation will be like this: 2C by P. 2C divided by P means 2 multiplied by number of coils divided by number of poles. So this is the equipotential pitch Y equivalent. Now next equation is number of tappings required. It is given by np by 2 where n is the number of equalizer rings. So this is the number of tappings required. Now distance between two adjacent tappings is equal to total coils divided by tappings. So total coils is equal to C and tappings is equal to NP by 2. So distance between two adjacent tappings finally given by 2C divided by NP. Now, how to check symmetricity of lap winding? So let's consider one example. 4 poles, 22 slots for 22 coils. So number of parallel paths is equal to number of poles is equal to 4. Because here given that number of poles is equal to 4, so number of parallel paths is equal to same 4. Now calculate 2C by P. So 2 multiplied by C is equal to 22 divided by 4 is equal to 11. So this is integer. So first condition is satisfied. And P by A is equal to 4 divided by 4. So 1 is also integer. Also number of pole pairs P by 2 is equal to 4 by 2 is equal to 2. So number of slots in multiple of pole pairs. So number of slots 22 is multiple of the pole pair. Pole pair is 2 and 22 is multiple of 2 because 11 multiplied by 2 is equal to 22. So the lap winding is symmetrical. Now second problem Example is 6 poles, 19 slots, 19 coils. So number of parallel paths A is equal to number of poles is equal to 6. So number of parallel paths is equal to 6. So first condition, 2C by 2C by A, 2C by P, sorry, 2C by P. So 2C, 2 multiplied by C, 19 divided by P, number of poles 6. So answer is 6.33 and is not an integer. So our first condition is not satisfied. That's why this winding is not symmetrical. So it is not an integer. So P by A is equal to 1 is integer. Number of pole pairs is equal to 3. 3 and 19 is also not in multiple. So 3, 19 is not an integer multiple of this 3. So here number of slots are not a multiple of pole pairs. So the winding is not symmetrical. So this is the not symmetrical winding data. We can use 2S by A or 2C by P, same equation for the equalizer connection. So in this winding we required equalizer connections. So this is the not symmetrical winding. Now another theory for GTU examination which was asked in May-June 2012 Winter 19 for the 4 marks comparison of lap winding and wave winding. So first one, lap winding. So first point, back pitch YB and front pitch YF must be odd. They should not equal but differ by 2. So the back pitch and Y front pitch required for the lap winding must be odd and it may not be equal but differ by 2. Same for wave winding, YB and YF must be odd and they may be same or differ by 2. Next point, YB and YF nearly equal to the pole pitch. Nearly equal to the pole pitch. Same, YB and YF nearly equal to the pole pitch. So these points are same for both lap and wave winding. Now third one is Y winding pitch Y is equal to YB minus YF. Y should be even. Y should be even. Now third point for the wave winding is winding pitch Y is equal to YB plus YF. In lap winding YB minus YF and for wave winding YB plus YF. And also Y is equal to 2C plus or minus 2 divided by P by 2 for the wave winding. Now commutator pitch YC is equal to plus or minus 1. Plus or minus 1 for the lap winding. Plus consider for the progressive winding, minus 1 consider for the retrogressive winding. Saying YC is equal to plus or minus Y by 2 plus for the progressive wave winding and minus for the retrogressive wave winding. Fifth point is number of parallel paths A is equal to number of poles. Number of parallel paths A is equal to number of poles. And for the wave winding, number of parallel paths is always equal to 2. Is always equal to 2. Now, 6th point is number of brush set is equal to number of poles. For number of brush set is equal to number of poles. For the lap winding, and number of brush set is equal to 2 always for wave winding. For low voltage high current, lap winding is used for low voltage high current DC machine. The main reason for high current DC machine is the number of parallel paths are more, so it will carry a more current. That's why it is used for the high current DC machine. And for wave winding, it is used for high voltage low current machine. High voltage low current machine. Number of parallel paths is equal to only 2. That's why it is used for low current rating. Now point number 8, for machine capacity more than 400 ampere, it is used for 400 ampere and above machine capacity, and wave winding is used for less than 400 ampere. Now ninth point is equalizer connections are necessary for the lap winding, and in wave winding no equalizer connections are required. Now 10th point is dummy coils are not used in lap winding, and dummy coils are used for the mechanical balancing purpose for the wave winding. So these are the 10 different point for the comparison of lap winding and wave winding, and it is the most IMP topic for the GTU examination. If it will ask for 7 marks, then you have to write at least 7 point, at least 7 point. And if it will ask for 4 marks, then you have to cover minimum 4 different point for the comparison. Thank you.